Alright guys, welcome back. This is Vaipo. I'm back with another game of League of Legends. This is going to be a game based around Diamond 3, I think. No, sorry, Diamond 4. It is going to be on average 2300 rated. Let's quickly jump into the game. We're going to have the blue team doing the red and the purple team doing the blue. So let's begin the game now. Shaco is jungling for the blue team. I'll quickly get through the team this time, at least I'll try. He's a 2486 Diamond 1. He's one of the highest players in the game. Actually, I think he might actually be. Yes, he is the highest. No, sorry, never mind. I take that back. He is tied for highest with Syndra, which is also 2486. There's a lot of damage. Actually, Syndra almost dropping to that there. This could get pretty dangerous. She does end up flashing away from that. She could have gotten killed there. That was a bit greedy to come in there, and it is risky again, because if Kha'Zix comes in here like this, he could end up taking her out quite easily. So she better really be careful right now. This is a very tricky situation for her. Now we do have Shaco coming up top, and it does look like the bottom is pretty passive at the moment. Actually, Jack's taking a bit of damage. Malphite is full health. This gank might not work, but he does jump straight onto him. A stun coming off, a permanent slow going to be onto him now. Actually, Malphite might drop here. A flash coming in from Jackson, picking up that first blood. Very close there. He was almost under the tower, but even then I think that could have ended up the other way. Now I like this, the Pac-Man Jack skin, or at least I think that looks like Pac-Man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but first blood called by a top kill onto Malphite. That's something you don't see every day, seeing as Malphite is one of those very tough to deal with champions, as well as the fact that he was full health. So a slow and a stun can really change the game around for Jax. So who was the jungler? Volibear is jungler for the purple team. He's a 2405 Diamond 3, and since I called 2486 for Syndra Diamond 1 already, might as well call Kha'Zix, who's actually taking a bit of damage, but it does look like Shaco might get taken out here. A perfect pull from Volibear, actually able to pull him back into the fight, and that was pretty good gameplay. Every game I've seen so far with Volibear just seems to be such a good game. Actually, Syndra could get dropped here as well. She does end up taking out Volibear with a perfect stun under the tower as well. She might pick up a second kill with a double kill onto Kha'Zix. Very well played for Syndra, being able to stun that Volibear under the tower. That was an absolutely perfect play. I gotta commend this Syndra doing so well in the middle right now. Actually, we don't have this up. That should be up for a while now. Kha'Zix in the middle is 2339 actually in Diamond 4. Where is this? That's the bottom. Actually, I like this as well. Zyra as a support. I seems to be seeing this quite often in the higher level play. The reason for that being is because she has that root, as well as having the knockup with her ult, which is a very powerful ult to have. Oh my god, actually Sona dropping pretty low here. This could get very dangerous, but of course if he was to dive Sona there, he would end up probably dying himself to graves, which probably would not be a worthy exchange. Now Shaco coming in here, he is going to be spotted straight away by the ward by the dragon, so that's going to be a bit of a no-go for him. And he should be aware, even though they are not aware. Actually, never mind, I take it back, there is a ward here as well, so they are aware of him moving away. Because what they could have done was, if there was no ward there, he could have just snuck away and they would have thought he was there for quite a while and be overprotective all the time. Let's quickly look at the bottom team. Actually, Zyra is Platinum 1 at 2166, one of the lowest rated players in this matchup. Actually, she is the lowest rated. With her is Jace, who is 2384. I don't really see him as 80 carry that often. I usually see him at top. Against them we have Sona with 2190 in Platinum 1 and Graves with 2170 in Platinum 1. So Jace is the highest rated player at the bottom. He should be okay at the moment. The way I see it, he should be fine, because I mean Jace is one of those fairly tanky champions, as well as the fact that he has quite a lot of CC with his knockback, as well as the slow, I think, later on, doesn't he? I don't really know that Jace that well, but he's a pretty strong champion when going 1 versus 1. He has a lot of burst and he has a lot of not sustain, but defenses. Actually, Malphite getting in a lot of trouble again. Shaco is going to die under third, and he is probably going to get away from this. There's nobody here to intercept him, and all he does is take one tower hit. Again, this Malphite getting completely put out of place the whole time, even though he does. How did I miss this? He actually did end up picking up Jax. Let's see how exactly that happened. They do end up engaging onto him. There comes the stun. Jax, I believe, still has his leap. He does. He jumps under the turret. He is going to start taking damage right now. Let's slow it down just a little bit. He keeps going after him, even though he does have an ignite. He decides to back off just a little bit too late with that one extra tower head going off. A bit of a mistake, with Shaco picking that up at least. Better than a trade for nothing. Now let's continue with this game. We do have a lot of action going on. 6 minutes into the game, we have a 4-2 trade. As well as, look at this, we actually have a Syndra with red and blue buff in the middle. This could turn pretty ugly for her, for the purple team. Even though I believe she picked this up quite a while back. Again, this could turn early. Actually, it does look like Zyra is going to be here, and I'm not quite sure why she was in this location, but they did find Volibear jungling a bit out of place and picking up that kill with her ult as well. So 60 seconds with no ult, this could get pretty dangerous still. Even though, there we go, we have Zyra coming in here from the bottom. They are going to have enough damage to burst it down. Zyra actually picking up the kill. Very, very nice, and that is one of the reasons why Zyra is such a good bottom laner. She has a ridiculous amount of damage for somebody who's building support, as well as, of course, having that CC, which is very, very important as well. So another kill going off for Syndra. 3-0-1 right now. Sorry, not a kill for her, but an assist, I guess, since Zyra picked that up. So Zyra actually at 1-0-1. So I think that this game is going to start favoriting the blue team quite fast now, because with a fed bottom support, especially when it's an AP bottom, it can get pretty dangerous for the enemy team, because, you know, having an extra AP damage dealer in the opposite team is always very, very dangerous, especially if they get those extra few kills. So Malphite going to be dropping pretty low here. He is going to have a lot of pots though. He has the crystalline flask, so he can spam that just for a little bit. It does look like I think he still has one more. Yes, he does. Actually picking up Volibear here. That's kind of strange. I did miss that. And I'm not sure. Oh, that happened here. Okay, so we're gonna have another gank here. Actually, it does look like Graves might get dropped pretty early. There's pretty much nothing you can do there. But is Sona gonna get away? Nope. It does look like an auto hit, as well as Shaco's twin shift poison is going to get her. It is a twin shift poison, isn't it? Pum 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 pum. Yes, the active. Okay, so again, another kill going off. Oh my god, the Syndra is absolutely dominating right now. 4-0-1 for Syndra against the 1-3-0 Kazakhs. This game is starting to favor the blue team quite heavily now, with 10-2 on the kill. On the kills. It's a bit unfortunate this game is so one-sided, but we're going to see how it goes later on. Of course, the teams are very differently composed, so we're not really sure how it's going to end. But this Jax, he could get engaged on. Of course, Malphite does not have any mana, so again, there isn't really that much that he can do. Of course, he does have a flask. If he used that flask, he would have possibly had enough mana to actually chase this Jax down to death. But because of that, this late crystalline flask use, he might not get him now. This Jax is going to get away. There's nothing that Malphite can do, and he actually needed that kill. Jax is at 1-1-1. Malphite is a 1-2-0, so he is a little bit behind in terms of kills, but of course that did help Shaco when he actually came up here, because he's a 3-1-0. Now another kill going off at the bottom with who was it? Sona dropping. And it does look like this turret might end up dropping at this stage now. First turret going to be going down for the purple team. Not a great start, I gotta admit, but it's only 10 minutes into the game. It is too early to surrender, and it's too early to call a game. Of course, anything is possible. I've seen better comebacks still, but we're gonna see how this game progresses. The way I see it at the moment, they need to push out into the team fight zone. The way I see it, they might just have a better team fight setup because of Malphite, because of Sona, and because of Kazakhs. There's going to be so much damage going off here from Syndra. Syndra is just ridiculous right now. She has just so much damage in terms of actually, you know, trying to kill somebody. And the way I see it, Dark Sphere, I mean, 2.63 second cooldown, I think that's a bit, you know, imbalanced if you ask me. I mean, I understand she's a squishy champion and all, but 2.64 second cooldown, I'm assuming it's like a 3 second cooldown, and then you know, cooldown reduction does the rest. But still, for that kind of damage, I mean, look at it. It's only level 4 right now. Hold on, who am I targeting? Wrong target. Level 5, and it does a flat 230 damage plus about a 0.6 or 0.7 scaling from AP, so it is a pretty hefty amount of damage. I do think it should probably get a little bit of a nerf, maybe not a very heavy one, but it definitely should get a bit of a cooldown nerf, for example, even though that would kind of screw up her her orb placement, which can then be used for her ult. But I mean, she does have 4 more right now, 3 more on the floor. Actually, this Volibear could get taken out. Oh my god, the damage from this Syndra is actually unbelievable. How much damage does it do? Holy shit. A minimum of 384 damage to an enemy. So that is pretty insane, and I'm assuming that minimum means that if he only has like 2 spheres ready or something, then she can only, you know, they start doing more damage per sphere, which is a bit strange. Oh my god, we do have actually a big engage here. 2 ults coming out from both sides, both ults knock up and a somewhat stun, since you're kind of dancing, but a lot of damage going off. It does look like Jace is going to dive on the Sona. He decides to back off. He could have probably picked this off, but he could have ended up dying at the same time. They do pick up Graves instead in return for Syndra. A bit of a mistake, even though it does look like they are going to be able to back off now. Kha'Zix and Volibear actually chasing after him. This could get very dangerous. Kha'Zix is going to jump on the Zyra. Zyra going to get pulled back by Volibear, and they do pick her off. There's not much that they could do else here. Shaco deciding to do the dragon instead of helping his team. Probably a worthy trade, to be honest, because of the amount of gold that the dragon gives, as well as Jace picking up a free kill onto Kha'Zix here. Kha'Zix with such a bad game right now with 250. He got shut down in the middle. He tried to go down to bottom. He has no boots, and he ended up just giving away a free kill to Jace. This is a disaster for the purple team right now. They really need to get their game in there. 15 to 5 kills. They are about 7,000 gold, about 5.9 or 5.8 actually, thousand gold behind the blue team is about 5.8 thousand gold in front of the purple team. So there is quite a bit of a difference there right now. That is roughly a 30% increase over the purple team. So right now Jax is going to be sitting in the bush here. I'm not quite sure if he's trying to fake going back. Okay, I guess not. He was probably typing, because I did hear that typing noise. There's wards pretty much everywhere on the top. The way I see it, Malphite should probably... Oh, never mind. Actually, take it back. There is quite nice wards there for Malphite. He has this warded as well as this. So he is going to spot the Syndra coming up top. She's going to definitely... Oh, she actually has no boots, so this could be pretty interesting. Trying to dive with Syndra and no boots could be interesting. Even though I do believe that it will be Jax, who also has no boots. Why do none of the champions have boots right now? This is pretty funny. Now this Malphite is going to almost drop. Oh my god, that flash. Did you see that? I am going to go back right after this fight. Actually, I'm going to go back right now. I want to see exactly how this happened. That auto hit was just about to go off. It would have finished off Malphite, but just about missed it. Look at this. He's going to flash in. And did you see that? He was just about to get that auto hit. That was a pretty interesting engage there. Oh my god, actually this turning around completely. They do end up losing Volibear here, but of course Jax also getting killed in return. So a nice 2 kills going off for the purple team right now. Actually also picking up Zyra at the bottom. Unfortunately, Zyra actually ends up picking Sona in return, which I guess is okay, but both the AD carries are pretty low. If anybody comes down here right now, in particular Shaco, because he couldn't jump over walls and stuff, it could end up with another free kill for the blue team, but it doesn't look like they're going to be aware of his location here, as you are aware yourself looking at the map. There is not much vision around the place at all. Actually, both teams kind of lacking vision at the moment. The only ward that I see on the map is actually here. Even this one here ran out. Now Shaco actually going to be trying to steal the red. This could get pretty dangerous with Volibear here. Everyone pinging him. This could get very, very nasty. But he is, of course, going to jump over that wall and going to be able to get away. It's a pretty difficult situation trying to gank Shaco unless you can get like a really bad stun on him. He is going to use his ult, but it is going to be a little bit too late actually. So he's going to jump in here. Oh, he is definitely going to get spotted straight away. Volibear definitely fully aware of who exactly the real Shaco is. I do believe, yeah, the clone still doesn't show the items, which I think was a bug back a while ago, and then they just said that that's That's the way it's supposed to be, or so I don't remember exactly, but it does look like Volibear actually getting taken out. Shaco getting his red buff. Guess he's pretty happy now. Syndra coming in here, doing a lot of damage onto Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix just about surviving with a heal from Sona, but he does end up getting taken out by another one of those dark spheres. So blue team picking up another 2 kills here, even though Shaco did end up picking his red. So that is pretty good for the blue team. They're doing very well right now. 8,500 gold difference in between the blue and the purple team right now. This gap is just starting to build up more and more, and the way I see it right now, the purple team is going to be in a lot of trouble unless they can pull off some sneaky dragons, or even try to get a few of those extra kills. But I really find the character of Jax actually quite strange, the way he refuses to use a weapon, and then he has these like bamboo sticks or you know, a lamp post originally as his weapon of choice. But 21-8 right now. This is starting to get a bit dodgy. I mean, right now 30,000 to 30.9 thousand gold to 20.7 thousand. That's almost a 50% gold advantage. Just quickly have a look who exactly is so far ahead, and it does look like Jace does quite a big chunk of that. He is about 800 gold ahead. I'm going to quickly move on to Malphite here. Let's see the supports, 3.3 to 6,000 gold. This Zyra is doing so ridiculously well. Actually, it does look like someone's going to drop here as well. Malphite going to be dropping right after. Going to get taken out by Zyra's massive range. Now, again, this is starting to look worse and worse by the minute. I'm going to put it on follow to Zyra, not Zyra, Syndra. Because Syndra seems to be doing really well right now. She's absolutely demolishing the purple team. She's doing everything in her power to absolutely just wreck their heads. And I mean, this is the kind of play that you expect from somebody who is, you know, that one of the highest, well, including Shaco as well. She is one of the highest players in the game. And she's at 2486. She's a little bit out of her league because she is about 300 points. 300 rating on top of everyone else. Now that is none to say that's not entirely why they're winning. I suppose they just have better communications or better luck or better warding or anything, you know, can affect a game. There's a lot of factors that affect a successful game for a team. The way I see it, this Syndra is just a menace right now. Like, there isn't really... Oh my god, a perfect flash coming up. Getting away from that Malphite ult, baiting him to keep following her. She does end up surviving that with about 120 health. Gonna be able to back off safely now. This was a very, very good engage. I gotta say that Malphite did mess up a little bit there, trying to follow her alone. But then again, you know, at this stage in the game, when you're so far behind, you're not really worth that much gold. You just want to get those kills back. You want to get that gold back. Because in my personal opinion, I think that the purple team would probably have a bit of a better engaged team because of Volibear and Malphite. They have a crazy, crazy good engage. The only problem at the moment for them is that they don't get to do it. The ones that usually engage are usually either Jax or Shaco or Syndra. Syndra actually seems to be doing quite a lot of the engaging as well, and as you can see, it's paying off. She's at 11.15. She has a total of 8.4 thousand gold gathered, and opposed to the 5.3 thousand for Kha'Zix. So you can see there's going to be a big difference in gold. She does have a Rabadon's dead cap as well. Building up towards her hourglass. Again, picking up another kill here. Actually, Jace is getting pretty low here, but it does look like they might get away, rather. Sorry, Malphite's going to get away here. A bit of a mistake from them to be keeping it engaging like this. They really have to push it towards the team fight, because at the moment they can't really do that much in terms of 1 versus 1s. They just lack the damage right now. Now 28-10, this team is still pretty one-sided right now. 14,000 gold difference. That is more than a 50% advantage at this stage. But what can you do? There's a lot of chatting going on. I do believe they might pull off a surrender right now. A bit unfortunate that another game is going to be so one-sided. I actually did cast one game before this, and it was just so one-sided that I didn't even want to upload it. But a decent engage. Unfortunately, they're not quite able to pull anything out of it, just purely because of the fact that the blue team has so many ways to get away from the purple team, in particular from Valley Bear, because he is one of the biggest menaces here. Now finally getting a shutdown, but they do end up actually surrendering. Shutting down Jace could have actually given Graves quite a lot of gold there. It is a bit unfortunate that they surrendered just now. He was only about 2,000 gold. Well, I mean, not only it is a big amount of gold, it's 25% of Jace's gold. But I do think that shutdown could have actually changed the game around just a little bit, getting a massive shutdown. And if I remember correctly, let's quickly go back to that. Did they actually get another 4 assists off that? Because that would have been a nice roughly 300 gold for every single player on a team. So let's quickly speed up to that. I can't pass forward. That's strange. Right. Is there, oh, I'm wrong, too early. Malphite getting taken out there. Where else do we have? Okay, so there's Jace. Jace is now going to get shut down. Just waiting for that shutdown now. There we go. This is the moment of mistake, even though I guess he just ran in seeing as they surrendered. Maybe that was the case. But they do pick up 3 assists off that as well, and that was actually due to the fact that they surrendered. The surrender was just 1 second later than that. So that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this game, and leave me feedback if you do. This game was a little bit one-sided, of course. There wasn't really that much that the purple team could do throughout the whole game because of that menacing Shaco. He kept wrecking the top, as well as Syndra completely demolishing the enemy team. I mean, Syndra, if you look at her, she has more kills than the purple team has in total, just by herself. So I'll leave it here, and do leave me any comments that you wish to say. I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment. I'm pretty sure by the time this video is going to be up, the giveaway is already going to be well underway. And the way I see at the moment is that I will probably end up just giving stuff away during videos. It's going to be a bit more comfortable that way. I don't have to have like a big event for it, as well as the fact that I don't really have to have I don't, you know, for example, people that join just for a giveaway, subscribers that go around and join channels where there's giveaways, that they're not going to know about this, because if they don't watch the full video, they're not really going to be aware of it. So yeah, I think I'll just do that. So I think either it's already started. I think it might already be started at this stage by the time this video is uploaded, because it is. I do have about 4 or 5 videos in the lineup. So I'll end it here anyways. I'm talking about too much. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Vaipo, I'm out. Thanks for watching.